Namaste and welcome to this episode of A Journey into Carnatic Music. In my last video, in which I didn't teach a song, I only sang a song, I told you that very shortly I would be doing a song that was very, very common. Yes, this piece is an eternal evergreen favorite, a happy, joyous song sung in the beginning of a concert because it is in praise of the elephant-headed Ganapati. This composition of Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar is in Hamsadvani Raga and everybody knows it or sings it or is at least familiar with it. Not just those who know Carnatic music, but I think every South Indian in general. I recall that many months ago, probably even more than 1.5 years ago, in one of my posts, I had used this song while talking about Gamakas. So I thought I could once again touch upon this idea of Gamaka, which is so fundamental to our music. I will use this Hamsadvani as a scale, as an example, to highlight the concept of Gamaka very shortly, very briefly. It's a big song. So, Gamaka is what is known as an oscillating note. Now we know that every raga has its own scale. So supposing I were to take Hamsadvani, it would be sa re ga pa ni sa sa ni pa ga re sa. Again, sa re ga pa ni sa ni pa ga re sa. You will note that I did not sing sa re ga pa ni sa ni pa ga re sa, which I would have probably done if I had a piano in front of me. I sang sa re, and that is the Gamakam. Re is not plain, but an oscillating note between the one that precedes it and the one that follows it, namely Sa and Ga, Shajam and Gandhara. Sa re. So I'm not singing re, I'm landing up at re, but the journey is actually from sa re sa ga re. So you see, such a lot of baggage goes into that small note, and it is this collection of gamakas that constitutes the very base of our music. I hope it's clear. But anyway, to continue the Aroganam, sa re ga pa ni za, another gamaka there. Pa sa ni za, ni, the one before that is Panchamam, pa. And the one that comes after that is Shajam, because remember there is no Daivatam, there is no Da in this ragam. Nizam sa re ga pa nizam sa ni pa ga re sa. Now you may ask me why I did not give Gamakam for the Ga. Now life is nothing but a succession of contrasts. And if everything were to be the same, it would be pretty wobbly. So generally the rule is, when one is given a gamaka, the one following it sits quietly. What is life without compromise? We always give some and take some, don't we? The same way, sa re ga plain, pa is never oscillated. Pa and sa are the let me say, the building blocks, or let me say they are the pivots on which the rest of the swarams are bound, and they can never move. Sa re ga plain, pa ni gamakam, sa ni pa, sa ni pa. That ni is coming from sa. Sa ni pa, that's also a gamaka. It's as though ni does not have the heart to separate from sa till it reaches a certain point, and finally and reluctantly, unwillingly, it settles down. Sa ni pa ga, same for ga. Ga re sa, ga re sa. That was not really a gamakam, it was more of a slide. That is why while in the descent you did manage to give some sort of ornamentation to the ga. So that is so much for the Arohanam, Avarohanam of Hamsadvani. Let's go on to the song. It's Adi Talam, very plain, no taking the song at a half or a quarter out of the beat. It starts with the beat, the song starts with the beat. Vatapi Ganapatim Garisa, Garisa, Risa. You didn't sing re plain. You gave it a gamakam. Garisa, Vatape Ganapatim, Ganapatim. The Adi Tala is a talam of 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is bisected right in the middle by this beat. And that is where Ganapatim Sane Pare Ganapatim Bhaje Bhaje Sare. You can see the re really full of gamakas. Sare 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 Bhaje Ham Sare Sare. You can see the punch in re. Bhaje Ham Ham. In every raga there are certain swaras which are given emphasis while the others remain quiet. In Hamsadvani, Re is a raga that is full of punch. So is Ni. Ga remains quiet. Sari, 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 Ga. Vatapi Ganapatim Sane Pare Ganapatim Bhajekam. I hope that's clear. Second Sangadi. What is a Sangadi? It is nothing but an embellishment of the line, but it is not a self-made embellishment. Let us note that we learn a song from our Guru, and these Sangadis are handed down from Guru to Shishya, and when it comes to us, we consider it our duty to stick to the sequence of Sangadis that have been handed down to us. So every Patantara has a different set. There is variation from school to school of music, but we stick to what has been given to us in our school. In certain songs like Vatapi, there is very little variation. Almost everybody sings it the same way, except maybe for one or two. So let us carry on with the second Sangadi. Vatape, Vatape was the first one. Vatape, that's the only change. Vatape. Then comes Ganapa. First one was Ganapa, plain. Ganapa. Vatape Ganapatim bhajeham. The rest is the same. I hope it's clear. Third one is a little bit of a curly-burly Sangadi. These were plain and long. This is more like filigree work. Vatape kapa ga ga re za re ga re re za re. Vatape. Now if I were to sing it plain without gamakam, it would probably be gapa ga ga re za re ga re re za ne. Vatape. But the beauty of the raga is gone. Hence, Vatape. Every note is slightly oscillated about its axis. Maybe if we wanted to do physics or chemistry. Vatape. Ganapa. The rest is the same. Ganapatim bhajeham. I'll sing it again. Vatape. Ganapatim bhajeham. The fourth, once again, it goes to flat, but venturing a slightly higher. Vatapi, Vatapi, Kap. All these Sangadis, you are sticking to Sariga. Now you go to the next. Vatapi, Vatapi, Ganapatim. Here maybe you can allow yourself Patim bhajeham. All this while we were singing Patim. Now it gets monotonous. Patim bhajeham. The first re also wants to be included in the gamakas. Vatapi Ganapatim bhajeham. Having gone to Pa, next Sangadi goes higher, and then the other one goes higher and higher. Let's see how it unfolds. Next one goes to Ni. Vatapi Ganapatim Gapani Pagari Gari Zaniva. Vatapi, fairly plain. Vatapi Ganapatim. Rest is the same. Bhajeham. Now for some reason Dikshit decided not to touch Sa but to go higher. He wanted a double promotion perhaps for the next Sangati. So it goes to Re. Gapani Zani Sanipa. Vata Vatapi Ganapa. Vatapi is slightly Gapagari Zaniva. Piganapa. Vatapi Ganapatim bhajeham. Next one. Kapani is what comes after Re? Ga. Vatapi Ganapa. Kapani Zari Gari Zaniba. Gari Zaniba. So it's actually traversing the scale. Kapani Zari Gari Zaniba. Gari Zaniba. Vatapi Ganapatim. Vatapi Ganapatim bhajeham. Well, the next one goes to the very top, and I really hope with practice everybody can reach the Panchamam, because that is the basic minimum to reach when you talk about the higher notes. Vatapi Ganapatim. Vatapi Ganapatim bhajeham. Gapani Zari Gapagari Zani Bagari Zani Bari. So it always breaks at Patim. Vatapi Ganapatim bhajeham. So no place changes. Only what goes inside changes. Vatapi Ganapatim bhajeham. And then second line. But there are some more to go. But anyway. Varandasyam. It's very common in Carnatic music to give a karve, which is a long elongated note, which is of course strictly adhering to the Shruti, to give a kind of teaser to the line that is to come. Varandasyam. Kapagari sari 6. So 6 would be 2 of the previous beat and 4 of the last beat. Syam varana syamvara syamvara. So va comes in vara, va comes at the second as a half. Syamvara pradam shri varana syamvara pradam shri. Let me break it. Varana syamvara pradam shri varana syamvara pradam shri. Second line is not so dissimilar. Small variation. Varana syamvara pradam shri. Syamvara changed into syamvara pradam shri. And the third Sangati is really very common, and nobody will not sing it. Varana syamvara pradam shri. Kari zari 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 bagani bagari zari. So you see the breakup into 3-3-3. Gari zari 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 bagani bagari zari. Only the last is 4. Let us remember that each beat has got 4 aksharas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you are trying to sing in groups of 3, there is overlap to fit into each beat. I don't know whether I am making myself clear. Gari sa reza rizani. You can't sing gari sa rizani. That would be Tishram. Gari sa rizani. So gari sa ri is one set of notes, one beat. Gari sa ri sa ni is the next beat. Pa ga ni pa is the next. Gari sa ri. So if you count it, it would be gari sa ri sa ri sa ni pa ga ni pa. 12 plus 4 16. 16 beats in sub beats in one half avartanam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Gari sa ri sa ri sa ni pa ga ni pa gari sa ri. Varana syamvara pradam shri. Again. Varana syamvara pradam shri. Please note these beats. Note the swaras at which the beats fall. Gari sa ri sa ni pa ga ni pa gari sa ri. Varana. There is another Sangati which is not there in my Padandram, but it's so popular and so glamorous. I can't resist sharing it with you, with the caution to you not to sing it with this Padandram. Varana, varana, gaba gaga re re gapa, varana. Okay, but anyway, I never said that. Varana syamvara pradam shri. And finally, an overall resume. Vata gagare saniva vata. It's like a grand finale. Vata pigana pratim bhajekam. So after all the jubilation, all the big Sangatis, you have a calm landing point. Bhajekam. I really hope these Sangatis were clear to you. I hope you found this useful. If you would like the notation of the song, please do email me. My email address is varalakshmi.anand@gmail.com. I can send you a notation in English or Tamil if you wish. Please do let me know what you felt about learning this song. I look forward to your comments and thank you for watching. Till the next time, goodbye. Namaste.